18 odd months after Hindenburg Research accused the Adani Group of brazen stock market manipulation and accounting fraud, a series of revelations made by the US-based firm Hindenburg has raised questions for the Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI), a statutory regulatory organization formed by the Government of India. Now, SEBI oversees the Indian securities market and safeguard the welfare of investors in securities, but now the spotlight is specifically on the regulator's disclosure norms and the SEBI chief Madhabi Puri Buch. So here's what has happened so far. Hindenburg has alleged that SEBI chief Madhabi Puri Buch and her husband had hidden stakes in the exact same obscure offshore Bermuda and Mauritius funds found in the same complex nested structure used by Vinod Adani. Now, during her tenure as a whole-time member of SEBI, it says Buch was in communication with the managers of the offshore fund and wrote to India Infoline to redeem the units in the fund. And that during this time she had an interest in an offshore Singapore consulting firm, Agora, and it was only 2 weeks after she was appointed as SEBI chairperson that she transferred the shares to her husband. Now, in her defense, Buch has said that all disclosures as required have already been furnished to SEBI. Now, the SEBI code for board members asks that they disclose their interests which may conflict with their duties along with transactions of family members. However, in light of the latest controversy, it must be asked, when the regulator was investigating the allegations surrounding the Adani Group, why were the disclosures not made available to the wider public? After all, members of parliament openly declare their assets. New York-based investor research firm Hindenburg Research on January 24 published a report and labeled certain allegations on industrialist Gautam Adani's companies. The firm said Adani's companies had engaged in a brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud scheme. Since the report was published, the Adani Group has lost over 2.75 lakh crore rupees in market capitalization. Hindenburg Research disclosed in the report that it has taken a short position in Adani Group companies through US traded bonds and non-Indian traded derivative instruments. The research firm said key listed companies in the Adani Group had substantial debt, which has put the entire group on a precarious financial footing. The report was published on January 24 last year, days before the group's flagship Adani Enterprises follow-on public offer of Rs 20,000 crore was scheduled to open for subscription on January 27. The research firm disclosed in the report that the conglomerate had engaged in a brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud scheme over the course of decades. Hindenburg Research is now a prominent investment research firm founded by Nate Anderson. It is known for its critical reports and had earlier targeted Nikola Corp, an electric vehicle manufacturer. In a statement, the Adani Group had said, and I quote, "The timing of the report's publication clearly betrays a brazen, malified intention to undermine the Adani Group's reputation." The group said the principal objective of the report was to damage, and I quote, "the upcoming FPO from Adani Enterprises, the biggest FPO ever in India." Adani Group CFO Jukshinder Singh called the report a malicious combination of selective misinformation and stale, baseless and discredited allegations. Singh added the allegations have been tested and rejected by India's highest courts. Jatin Jalanbala, legal head at Adani, has said the group is evaluating remedial and punitive action against Hindenburg Research under US and Indian laws. Responding to the legal threat, Hindenburg Research said it stood by its report and believed any legal action taken against it would be meritless. Now, as SEBI chief Madhabi Puri Buch digs her heels in with solid backing by the market regulator, former chairpersons and board members of SEBI, the Indian Express spoke with, said two specific aspects merit attention in this case. One, did she make complete disclosures to the government? And two, did she recuse herself while investigating a regulated entity where she or her husband had a direct or indirect interest? Now, that's all in this explainer. For more, like and subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.